Hey YouTube, how's it going? It's me, R-Squad911. I'm back with another statue unboxing, assembly, and quick review. Today we have the XM Studios Decepticon Starscream 1/10 scale. It's an older statue, it's about a year and a half old. There was only about 250 of these made, and I couldn't really get my hands on it because at the time I was focused on getting Optimus. And if you could only have one XM Transformers G1 of this line, it would definitely be Optimus. But I also have Soundwave on order. I have Grimlock on order. I wasn't a big fan of Rodimus Prime or Hot Rod, so I don't have that one on order. And the only one I don't have is Megatron. Just not a fan of that sculpt. No offense to anybody who has it or likes it. But for me, it's just, he didn't look good to me. The head sculpt looked weird and the pose was funny to me. But I do love the Starscream, especially with the switch outs that they surprise everybody with, the Coronation, the crown and the cape and the big shoulder pads. Yes, so this one I picked up at the depot. I did not want UPS to deliver it. If you guys saw my last video or my other video of unboxing Optimus, the UPS driver just rolled it down my property just to get it to my door. Didn't even use a dolly and it got damaged, so that was bad. This one went to the depot, opened it up, checked everything was fine, and brought it home safe and sound. And this box is massive. Full disclosure, I've already taken everything out of this box because this video would have just taken too long. So this is an empty box that I just wanted to show you guys and just the sheer size of it. I'm 6'1" tall. So this box is huge. All right, so just like all the XM Transformers G1 line, very reminiscent of the original boxes that the Transformers came in the 80s. We have the Decepticon logo. I'm not sure if you guys can see it in this side, and of course the typical stats that you get when you got the original Transformers statues. You put the red decoder card over this, and it would tell you all the stats. So I'll read you guys this. The function: Aerospace Commander. Conquest is made of the ashes of one's enemies. Very typical of Starscream. Very treacherous, very conniving, very powerful as well. Kind of annoying at times, but he always wanted to lead. He always told, and he never hid that from Megatron. He told him that one day he's going to lead, and Megatron will always be like, in your dreams. Right, so anyways, cheating, traitorous villain, ruthless and cold-blooded, always plotting another evil attack against the heroic Autobots, determined to rule the universe with a fist of iron. His outer shell is armed with mithril-powered jetpack and thermal carbine that can either freeze or melt metal on impact. Inner robot armed with null ray rifle that shorts out electrical impulses, maximum speed Mach 3, also equipped with suborbital capabilities. Arrogance is Starscream's only weakness. That's what made Starscream cool. He was super arrogant. And what was he? He was a McDonnell Douglas F-15 Eagle, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I'm pretty sure that's what he was. I'm not sure if he's the same plane as the Top Gun planes. I think Top Gun was F-14s. Anyways, that's Starscream, right? When you're growing up 10 years old with Transformers, you don't really care about, well, I guess you do care, but that's not really a concern. Yeah. Anyways, so I am going to move this huge box out of the way. I'm going to move the styrofoam packages over here so you guys can see. I've already taken all the tissue paper off of them and the plastic bags, so it just makes for a much quicker video. Yeah, so I will be right back. Thanks, guys. All right, guys, here we are. I didn't unpack these because I have a ton of those and I don't even use them, as you can see back there. Or you can't see back there because the camera's pointing down. So out of these boxes, this is the lighter. This was on top of this one here. You can see this. This is the Starscream's Coronation cape, which is really, really nice. The paint job is so nice. It kind of has like this iridescent purple paint on it that kind of flips colors. Really like how they kind of like digitize the texture on the cape. It's very light. Reminds me of the XM Samurai Batman that I have. All right, and here are some of the hands. Right there. One of the switch out hands that's holding Megatron transformed into a small but powerful gun. These are, I guess, his arm cannons that peg in. Don't have to show you both of them. This is the stand, I guess, that the plane goes on. The wings that attach to this plane, as well as the tail fins that go on the plane. This one, I'm not sure if it goes on the plane as well. Maybe not. This is the jetpack for Starscream. I like the jetpacks. I love the jetpack on Optimus. And moving on to the heavier box, most of the weight of this statue is this base. Look at how huge this base is. It is freaking massive. And Starscream, of course. I will pick him up. Oh man. That is him right there. Very, very heavy. If I drop this, I'm going to cry. Right. I will put him back down gently. I think the only weak point, again, like the same as Optimus, was this leg here. It would snap, and it only holds on this leg as well. So this is the support leg here. These are the switch out arms with the shoulder pads. This is like to match his cape. Very bulky. Don't know if I will be using those. That's the other one there. Crazy detail as per usual for XM. What I noticed too is the Optimus, there was a lot of spacing in between the arms here. So if you actually press too hard, you could snap them on Optimus. I actually broke one on Optimus, but he's a little bit of crazy glue, was fine. But these ones are much more solid. No floppy like pieces that float. But it's nice to have that air gap that you can kind of see through areas of the arm, which I like on Optimus. Let's see, one of the Sentinel fingers. Could be one of the Titans reaching up, grabbing him, but that's one of the fingers or claws. Right there. I think I already showed that. This is part of the base. Oh man, these are heavy too. Kind of just very cool, like kind of like organic metal. I see some magnets here. Or maybe they're not magnets. Those are definitely not magnets. They are just painted gold. And there's this piece here too. Man, this is very, very heavy. And here's his other switch out arm. Right there. And last but not least, don't think I missed anything, is Starscream Statue. This is huge. It seems a little bigger than Optimus. I don't know if in the cartoons if he was actually bigger than Optimus Prime. You're supposed to be able to open this somehow to put in batteries, I think. Oh, there we go. That, put in batteries there. It takes, I think, 2 LR44 batteries. Once I turn off the camera to set everything up, I will get those batteries for you guys so I can light it up. I don't think there's any light up functions on the jetpack, which would have been really cool because it's pretty awesome on Optimus. I think the only light up feature on this is the eyes, but all the extra switch outs and the alternate mode is pretty amazing. That's huge, that fighter jet. It's like a statue on its own. I really love this. I love this smirk on Starscream's face and this crown. This crown looks perfect, just like the movie. All right. The base is going to be too heavy for me to show you guys up close. Once I have it all assembled, we'll put it on the Lazy Susan and we'll turn it around so you guys can see. As you can see, I brought back the metal bench. I'm not using my white table or the glass pedestal. This thing weighs over 100 pounds. I'm just worried that it's just not going to support the weight. At least with the metal, I know at least there's some give to it. All right, so I'm going to set everything back up and we'll start doing the assembly. So I'll be right back. Okay. Whew. Hopefully everybody can see. All right, we are back. I hope this thing can hold the weight of this guy. All right, so first we're going to start off with this base. Jeez, this thing is heavy. Whew. Okay, that seems like it will hold. What number is this thing? This is number 17 of 350. So only 350 made. I'm not sure, maybe earlier I might have said 250 made, but there's only 350 of these made. And that is it right there. Okay, number 17. All right, so that is the base there. Very cool, very similar to Optimus's. There's a little bit of paint scuffing here. It looks like the paint wasn't fully dry and some of the tissue paper stuck to it, but I'm sure I can clean that up with a little bit of water. Yeah, very organic, kind of like an asteroid meteor base, then with metal in it, kind of coming out from it. So, you know, a little bit of mechanical and organic at the same time, which is pretty cool. I feel like the base, just like the rock part, was done better on Optimus. There was more texture to it. This is just kind of just smooth, and then they just tried to make it look textury by doing different types of paint colors. All right, actually, you know what? Let's assemble the alt mode first. That's it right there. I'm going to put that here. Okay. These are the wings, and they just peg right in like that. Okay, I thought Optimus's truck was cool, but this is way cooler. Way, way cooler. All right, and then here's the tail fins here. Maybe it goes on this side. Not quite sure. Nope, I probably had it right the first time. Yep. Boom. All right. I believe these are fuel cells there. I don't think anything else pegs into this, but man, if you guys can see this, oops, that is a sweet, sweet looking alt mode. This is a statue on its own. That's crazy. I would have paid money just to have this. Wow, that's crazy. And you know what? And speaking of alt mode, Megatron's alt mode, even though it's cool as a gun, it just wasn't kind of cool for me as a statue, because look at this and look at Optimus and Bumblebee versus this little pew pew gun. Like, no, these are cool. All right, so enough about that. I'm going to try to peg this in. Not sure how that pegs in. Peg in like that, or does it peg in this way? Nope. Pegs in like this. Oh, that's so cool. Actually, it looks like there's a lot of weight forward. I don't know if it goes, no, they can't go like that. There's no way. It's like this, but I feel like the weight wants to make it fall forward. So I don't know if I actually have it pegged in right. It looks like it's right, unless I'm missing some pieces for the back here to make it heavier. Let's try it on the flat floor. Nope, it wants to fall forward. Maybe it's like this. Nope, still wants to fall forward. Or maybe, is this supposed to peg into this? Oh, okay, so even these base pieces are different. Okay, like I said earlier, I should have unboxed it because there's a peg here for the alt mode to peg into it. That's not just the stand on its own. So they all have a hole in it. So you can't mix and match these with the other guys because there's a keyed hole inside. Good to know. Okay, so that there. I am probably doing this ass backwards. Don't mind me. Probably take this guy off. Of course, I'm hearing cracking sounds, which is never good. Okay, so doesn't really want to fit in. Okay, there we go. There we go. All right. And then you take this guy. Sorry if you guys have already assembled this and you're watching me do this. You're like, put on the bases. I now know. Okay, that's cool. You can have them on an angle like that. That is super duper. Okay, problem solved. All right, next, I'm not sure what I'm going to put on next. Maybe I will put on Starscream because putting on these side pieces might get in the way. I'm not sure. Not sure how these go in either. Oh man, these things are massive. Wow, okay. You can see this giant peg here, and there are magnets I see embedded here, here, and here. I'm gonna guess it goes in like this. Pegs in super nice. Gotta make sure you really push that peg in so the magnets can all engage. All right, just like that. Wow, this base is huge. Optimus is very like kind of wide, but this is kind of big all the way around. Okay, so I'm not sure if I put in this claw. No, I bet you that's where Starscream pegs in. Just like that. Yeah, this looks like one of the Titan's hands coming up from Cybertron. Probably going to be grabbing up at Starscream, and he's like jumping off, lunging, attacking, and trying to fly away. Okay. Wow. Crazy heavy. Whew. Just want to check again for any stress cracks. Everything looks good. He is a beast. And he pegs in like that. Oh boy. I hope he's still in frame. I gotta. Oh yeah, he's still in frame. Phew. This guy is huge. I'm already thinking he's taller than Optimus. Wow, okay. Guess these pieces will go here. Show you guys how it looks. Those pieces I just put on, they're just right here. This is massive. I don't know how I'm going to move him after. I'm going to have to disassemble him. It's crazy. Crazy. All right, so I'm going to go with the jetpack on the back. So much detail on this. It's painted to fire. It would have been really super cool if they did it just like Optimus and had the batteries and it did the flickering. But this mounts on the back here with the two pegs right here. Well, magnetic. Pretty sure this faces, yeah, like this. Just adding more and more weight. I can kind of feel the Lazy Susan there struggling a little. All right, and then we'll just do the regular arms here. It's probably the wrong arm. Not the wrong arm, I mean wrong side. That. And this other arm here. It's really cool. I like how they did this one. They did round pegs instead of square, because sometimes you can get pretty confused on where they go. So they just made it like kind of a shorter one there, and it was like a half circle on that side. Yeah. All right. Okay. Now, maybe I'll display him with Megatron. Not sure what's going on here, out there. Not sure. Yeah, I think that's right. That is pretty cool. I am very, very stoked about this. These are the guns here. Not exactly sure where they go. This one goes here. this one goes here. Might have to take the jetpack off to do that. Do I have to take the jetpack? Yeah, I have to. All right. That magnet does not feel very strong at all. Let's see if this one fits there. No, I think they're both identical. Are they identical? Let's see. Pretty much identical, but the magnet is almost non-existent there. But I won't have to worry about it falling off because this jetpack will probably wedge it into place. Yeah, it just kind of touches there. All right. And then last but not least, we have the head. I think he faces that way. Oh man. Okay. Wow, he looks amazing. Okay, so I'm not sure if this hand is fully inserted, but he looks freaking insane. Wow, okay. I am speechless. You can't see me from behind here, but I am, this is awesome. Wow. I guess the other hand that you could put on is this one. If you don't want him displayed with Megatron in his hands, you can just put it like that, which is pretty cool too. But you know, if he's posing like that, you probably want him to be aiming a weapon or something. Okay, so now we're going to do the alt mode. Actually, what is that? Oh, wow, okay. I think this is a plaque. Oh, my first plaque. My first plaque. Amazing. I probably won't display this, but it's very cool to have. Statue 350, card 350. It would be cool if it was the actual number of the statue, like statue 17, card 17 of 300. Actually, no, only the first 10% of pre-orders get this. So I guess that's what this is. So it would be kind of weird to just do one of, you know, whatever 10% number it is. So this is awesome. Wish I had the other ones for those, but again, I have no room or anywhere to display these pieces. Okay, let us do the alt mode. I probably have to get some LR44 batteries, so give me 1 second, guys. Okay, so LR44 is much, much bigger. Light up eyes. Wow, my Lazy Susan does not like this weight. Awesome. Well, maybe I'll leave it on for you guys so you guys can see. That is him with his eyes lit up. Okay, so now let's do the alt mode, which consists of new arms, new head, and the cape. Very excited about that. Okay. I think I like him with the alt mode, and plus my daughter, she is very much into princesses right now. So once she sees Starscream with a crown on, she is going to be ecstatic. All right, let's make sure that this lights up. Very cool. It's good to go. Gonna leave that right here. And we are going to take off these arms. I wonder if I can take off the arm with the gun on there. Oof, it's tight, but it does work. So I'll show you guys. Look, the magnet barely holds. There it is right there, inserted, and it falls out. This magnet, on the other hand, much stronger. Sucks, but you know what? It is what it is. Right, so we'll put on the cape first. Remove, whoa, the jetpack. Put on the cape. Oh, okay. Let's show you guys this. There is a piece of felt on the back here. So when you key in or peg in his cape, the cape will rest on there and not damage that. It barely touches it. So, I mean, it's just there for a little bit of safety. And then you just peg the jetpack right back over it. Amazing bit of engineering, XM. I am impressed. Okay. Is this the right arm? No, I am horrible. You can see that key. These shoulder pads are huge. So, and the next piece here is like so. He looks very bulky with these. And I don't know which hands I'm probably going to put. Oh, I forgot this hand here. Okay. Well, we do that hand. And that hand. Let me see. Yeah, I think a fist in the left arm is good. And then the final piece. Starscream. Now, if those of you who are not familiar with Starscream with his crown, in the movie, there in the very beginning, there was this huge battle where Megatron and Optimus had this crazy duel, and in the end, Optimus was mortally injured, wounded, and succumbed to his injuries. Megatron was on the brink of death, but he was saved by, Soundwave. And while they were on Astro Train, was it? Starscream found this as his opportunity to take the leadership from Megatron and kill him, basically. So he basically kicked him out of Astro Train into space, and later on was taken by Unicron and transformed into Galvatron, who was voiced by Leonard Nimoy. May his soul rest in peace. And yeah, even though he was crowned leader, he had this whole ceremony, very arrogant, typical Starscream. He was very short-lived, probably for a good 3 minutes he was wearing the crown, and Galvatron came and killed Starscream. Yes, but for some reason Starscream was still like a spirit in later episodes, and yeah, so technically his arrogance couldn't be killed. That's how cool Starscream was. But yeah, this is him right here. I will display him with the cape. I think is just so cool. These shoulder pads are just a little much. Though it's very accurate to the movie, I believe I'm going to switch it out to the regular arms. Yeah. So I'm going to do that off camera, and then we're going to do some close-ups of this piece, and we're going to talk a little bit more about him. But so far so good. He is exceeding my expectations. I would say that he's equally as awesome as Optimus. But again, if you can only have one Transformers, Optimus would be the one because he's just so iconic, right? But yeah, I'm going to do some switch outs to exactly how I'm going to display him. Don't know where I'm going to display him, but I will be right back. This is the final form that I'm going to have Starscream in. I put on his regular arms, got rid of those big bulky shoulder pads because I really like the cannons on here. And it's cool because he's wearing his crown and he has his cape. Just those shoulder pads were just way, way too big. You can see that right there. That's just massive. Just kind of takes away from the looks of the wings. But still really cool. Lots of detail can be seen inside there. But yeah, unnecessary. This is the way I want to display them. Less bulky, more sleek, jet fighter looking. Yeah. The eyes are a little bit dim. I think if the room was a little darker, it would be brighter because what they do is they put this kind of like paint on it that also has some, it's a little translucent so light can actually shine through it. I believe the other head, the eyes were much brighter. But right now, I'm just going to do a little spin for you guys so you guys can check him out in all his glory. These base pieces here are huge. I mean, they are just so extra on this base. This is like, I think, a broken piece of the finger that used to be here that's kind of fallen off here. So maybe Starscream is trying to escape this. I personally think it's a Titan. Kind of like, I don't know if you guys knew, but Teletron 1 is a Titan. He was, or the Ark. I think it was a Titan. I might be spreading misinformation, so please correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. I really like how they painted this. It would have been kind of cool if they made it kind of like a clear plastic and you can kind of see the cockpit inside, but not really. Just like how Optimus, like his front windshields are clear and you can kind of see the matrix of power and leadership in there. Really cool. I think I will take the camera off the tripod here. We're going to start off with the base. Again, very similar. I love these hexagons, or octagons. No, hexagon. Very similar to the base of Optimus and also to the base of the alt modes. Here are the hands. Kind of looks like a sentinel hand. Very, very cool. I will show you. Oh, can't really see the base, the meteorite in the base, but maybe when we get around to it. Really nice weathering, very speckled. I believe this is the broken finger here that's broken off from this joint. Here you can kind of see the base I was talking about. Optimus's is much more textured, but very similar nonetheless. Moving up to his legs. You know, I didn't think, I thought that it was going to be more dull, this paint job, but because, you know, he's mainly all gray, very small tones of red and blue. But the way that they shaded it, it looks amazing. They did a very, very, very good job Even inside here, you can like look down inside this crevice and you can see they even did a lot of detail in there as well as in here. Really, really good job. He only stands pegged right here. His legs are massive. He did not skip leg day for sure. Moving around to the back part of his cape, to his jetpack. We're going to see his lower torso, the rivets that they did. Really, really well done. I mean, XM knocked this one out of the park. Oh man, this in pictures, it looks cool. Like it looks really impressive, but in person, it is super impressive. Just the sheer size, detail, paint, everything. They did an amazing, amazing job. Oh, I'm at a loss for words. That's his arms there, arm joints, the gun, his chest plate, the cockpit. Even if you look down here, lots of detail there. That's his other arm with his arm cannon. We will rotate this around so you guys can see more. Again, the jetpack, you can see up above here. Amazing, amazing, amazing. I can't tell you enough. Love this portrait. I just love the smirk. He's just so, you know, happy. He's like, made it. I am now the leader of the Decepticons. I'm going to rule the galaxy. I am going to defeat the Autobots. Just a hint of happiness, but short-lived. Poor guy. Anyways, that is my unboxing, assembly, and short review of the XM Studios 1/10 scale G1 Transformers Polystone or cold cast resin statue. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe. If you have any comments on how I can improve, or even if you just think this statue is freaking awesome, which it is. If you don't think it's awesome, please comment as well. But I am really happy to have this in my collection. I can't wait till Grimlock and Soundwave show up. But phenomenal, phenomenal statue. Okay, so again, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.